Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is your buddy old pal Lord Ian back with Recipe for Disaster. Now this is going to be a beginner series for everybody wanting to learn how to be a master chef in a chaotic world. I'd like to thank the devs for allowing me an early access copy to be able to make this content for you. So without further ado, let's get started. Now once you hit that new game or when the game loads for first time, not sure when they're going to throw it these days, but you're going to be prompted with this screen. You get to give them a name, select a body type. Body type 1 is female, body type 2 is male. Skin tone, compared to the usual skin tones that you're used to seeing in other games, you're not locked up anything. You can make a little red devil, a green little alien. I mean, you can make them purple, pink, whatever. But the color is up to you to decide. Same goes for anything else, really. Your hat, your hair, your clothes, everything. But that's enough about creating the character. If you guys are used to that in other games, let's go to the important biz, the skills and traits. The skills, when you're first approaching skills, you're going to run into something like this. You're going to get a choice. You can choose of these skills. You can choose one of them to be level 3 and 2 others to be level 2. Love skill is basically ties into the character stress system. If they're doing something they love, they'll probably be a little happier than doing something they hate. The traits are basically personality quirks. As you can see, there's those plus and minuses. Now be careful about the zeros. The zeros are actually more dangerous than you expect. Like animal lover, for example. You're gonna lose a skill point if you work with meat. So, carnivore, you can get a +1 if when you're working with meat, kind of that thing. But the zeros are basically very, very dangerous stuff. Party monster, they're gonna arrive and leave late. Proactive, they're gonna serve random tables while they're idling. And of course, you know, the negative stuff, workaholic. They're gonna be faster. Stamina cap's at 75 though. Because they're gonna keep cutting their break short, but the only problem is it's probably gonna blow up their stress from working so hard. So that might be something I don't want to do, because usually the zeros have a very big negative, even though it sounds like a positive. They're faster, but they're gonna reach breaking points. And if an employee reaches a breaking point twice in one shift, they will quit. So you really don't want to lose your employees just because they're a workaholic. But let's say we want to do some stuff. So let's say I don't know. We're gonna do wait staff. So I believe there's some skills for being a good waiter, like proactive. You know, you can either have somebody in the cleaning crew have proactive, allows them to serve tables while they're lazy. This works with the kitchen staff. Of course, that makes them difficult to work with. You probably don't want to do these with your kitchen staff. Genius, you know, they're leveling up quicker, which will help. But if I were to make a character for, let's say, the wait staff, I'd probably want empathetic. Makes people happier around them, and proactive. So those are probably the 2 skills I choose. And here, I probably want them to be good at serving, good at charisma, and good at cleaning. So they don't need to do anything in the kitchen, but they're good at these stats here. And then love skills, well, I'd probably set them to love serving. And since you have to pick something hated, just do something like, I don't know, they hate to cook, so let's just get any skill, and you're done. Now you have a character you can save to be a waiter. But let's go ahead and reset everything. And we're gonna do a build I like to do, known as the executive chef build. So we're gonna have inspiring, which gives a +2 skill, but it also allows you to inspire others, resulting in a reduction of stress in nearby employees, so your kitchen staff will be happier. And then there's insecure. They won't be able to serve anybody, which is fine. You're gonna lock them in the kitchen anyway, so they're not gonna be serving nobody. charismatic and hates serving because she's already insecure. And I'm going to save this build because this is the build I'm going to be using now for the campaign portion of the series. But this allows him to be not only good at making burgers and frying stuff, but since he's insecure and hates serving, putting his hated skill here makes sense because he won't be serving, period. So, in essence, we made somebody that will not hate anybody. Charisma is a stat for random events. You'll run into random events. People will show up, have symbols above their heads, like people wanting to get a job there, people want to help you, people wanting this and that. You can send an employee there, higher their charisma, the easier they're going to go through with them. Sometimes an employee might be disgruntled. It's like, hey, I want to be paid this much or I leave, and you get to decide if you want to deal with it or not. But definitely those are probably my recommended skill sets. In the next beginner series, we're going to go over the uniform editor and how to use that. It's not only a tool that makes cosmetically, but it also will help you manage your staff even a lot better. Because when you choose your employees, it's all based on their photo. This appearance photo. Well, let's go back. This appearance photo on the upper right corner. As you see, he's wearing a chef's hat. If, let's say, I have wait staff and they're all set to kitchen, well, everybody's wearing chef hats, so you don't know who's who. But if you use a uniform that has no hats, well, now you know who's the front of house employees and who's the kitchen staff. So it will help you decide how you set up things. But definitely, if you like this content, hit a like. If you hate it, dislike it. If you want to see more of this content, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell to see when the next